Hey guys, Desolator Magic here, and you know I had to make a video about this. Travis Wu, who I find very brave for being a complete psychopath, sociopath, but still functional in society, barely, he made a video about massive cheating, potentially, and mathematically extrapolated, yeah, it's probably true, at pretty much every tournament ever. Now, from recent history, I can tell you that if it's a Grand Prix and it's in Europe, they're cheating. Just period. That's it. If it's a tournament, whether it's a GP or not, held by Star City Games, above average levels of cheating, just from what I've heard. This is all rumors and speculation. If it's a Channel Fireball event and Team Channel Fireball is there, they've already been caught cheating. So that they probably won't get caught again since they're policing themselves, and that's always really healthy and very logical. And at any given pro tour, pretty much, if they're sealed, they're cheating. So basically everybody's cheating. Now, beyond that, Fabrizio Antonio, I don't even give a crap what his name is at this point. He won a very unnatural amount of GPs, like beyond unnatural. A lot of other players complained and they were dismissed as, oh, well, you're just jealous. You wish you were as good of a player as he is, and, blah, 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 the other crap. But enough respectable people in the pro scene, I guess, complained to some judges, and they were like, okay, we'll watch him. And one judge was watching very closely. Boom! Instant disqualification the first game that he played. And it turns out, while retroactively he's probably been cheating for a while because people have been complaining about him cheating for a while, and he got caught for cheating after somebody complained. Follow the logic here. So I think he won like $44,000 in prize money, and Wizards is just all hush hush. Oh, okay, we'll ban him. This is a shame. Oh, we're so strict. But we're not going to make him give the money back. We're not going to sue him. What the hell? People want his head on a platter. The least you can do is take his prize money that he stole from everybody else at the tournaments and take it back. Which actually, legally you can't do that, so you'd have to sue him, but you get it. Holy crap, is Wizards just slapping every pro wannabe or actual pro in the face. They're just saying, oh, well, he cheated. Oh, well, should have caught him earlier. Oh, well, it happens. So lately, the problem has been with people adding ridiculously overpowered cards to their sealed pools. Now, they're all registered and that, but it doesn't matter because nobody looks at them and basically nobody ever gets deck checked. So if there's no chance you'll ever get caught, ta-da, you cheat. Oh, asterisk, if you're a douchebag. You know how you beat cheaters if you know you're in an unfair matchup? You catch them cheating and prove it. More on that in a second. I'm going to hit that up at the end of the video. So if you're familiar with how pre-releases go, I've been to more than a couple. Your pool is terrible and your deck is a joke. So if you were to drop in 2 Glory Bringers, or just, even just like 2 negates, maybe an Essence Scatter would be more appropriate. Like a Hexproof Mass Saver, Indestructible Blanket Spell, something that's just like a limited bomb. Even those were kind of mild, but something that's just absurd. Maybe like a Bane of Balagad. I would say Gisela for sure. If you put 2 Giselas in your deck, holy crap. You basically wouldn't be able to lose. So 2 cards is like a 90% advantage over your opponent. I mean, it's just ridiculous how much more likely you are to win. It's not like some subtle little thing where you marked a card and now you know when your miracle card is coming because all your miracles are marked. Or you know if your next card is a land. So when you scry 1, you look at the top card's back sleeve, you've got a mark on it, and you know if it's a land or not. Or kill spells. Okay, that's very situational. It's maybe overall a 1% advantage. Definitely, like, if you get caught, it wasn't worth it. But yeah, I hope you do if you do stuff like that. But, prize money is on the line here. Free travel, sponsorships, lots of money. I mean, this is huge. This is like bank robbery level money. So, of course, people are going to do something illegal to get it, especially if they're 99% sure they can get away with it. I'm not exaggerating when I say 99%. So I heard this secondhand from somebody else who heard it secondhand from somebody else, but at least partially this is true. There were a grand total of 4 deck checks, which is where people just randomly, like the judges will, well, it's probably not random. It's probably from people complaining. Nobody can confirm either way. But the judge will come over and check your deck to make sure that everything was in your registered pool. So you open your couple packs if it's sealed, or draft, and then you write down your pool, whichever it is. And then your deck can only be made of those cards because that's your pool. So if there's something in your deck that's not on your pool, you cheated. So how bad is it? Well, there was 4 deck checks, either random, which I honestly think they don't waste their time with, or requested, and 3 out of the 4 people were found out to be cheating and ejected from the tournament. Hopefully they got a 1-year plus ban. You know what I would do? 0 tolerance policy. I mean, opportunistically misrepresent the game state because you made a mistake and so did your opponent. Okay, like, not a lifetime ban, but put cards into your deck so you can win prize money and unfairly steal it from other players. Screw you, go play a different game. You're not allowed to play Pro Magic as long as you live. Does that sound harsh to anybody? Okay, here's an example. There was a guy who got caught cheating. He got, I think, a 3-year ban. When the 3-year ban expired, he came back, got caught cheating again, only got a couple-year ban again, and I believe either in the next coming months or in the last couple months, and sometime around now, his ban wears off and he's probably going to go back to pro playing. Who the hell is that stupid? Wizards of the Coast, that is who is that stupid. Fool me once, still shame on you, honestly, because cheaters are just completely miserable human beings. Fool me twice, who cares, he's still a douchebag, but it shouldn't have happened. Fool me 3 times, what the hell is wrong with Wizards? The guy should be, like, locked in jail at that point. There are countries where theft of prize money via cheating is considered a crime, and if the GP was in that country, you would actually go to jail. If I'm not mistaken, I think South Korea is one of those places. So Wizards knows about this problem. Certain pros have been vocal about it lately. When does Wizards ever listen to anybody saying anything bad about the game? They just ignore them, discredit them. They don't talk to them. They don't focus on them. They don't put them on their website. They don't put them in their articles. They don't put them up on the slideshow while they're wasting everybody's time with, dead air at the tournament. Wizards of the Coast, they've confirmed this, somebody else did, literally has a list. It is an actual list of names of people that are like dead to them, basically. They don't associate with them, they don't promote them, they don't do anything. They are exiled. I'm on it, by the way, in case you were wondering. You probably weren't wondering. So anyway, if 3 out of 4 people were caught cheating, does that mean that 75% of all players were actually cheating? Probably not, because some of these deck checks were probably requested. Yes, the person requesting it looks like a complete, just whiny, butthurt, sore loser if, it's found out to be that the other person wasn't cheating. They just had divine luck at either draws or their pool. But considering 3 out of the 4 of them got caught, yeah, good on you for the people who requested deck checks, if that's how it went down. So why isn't Wizards of the Coast doing anything about this? Because they're trying desperately, for marketing reasons, honestly, to look like an esport. Why the hell they're trying to make a non-electronic game be an electronic sport, I don't know. Are we going to see jumper cables hooked up to the cards at the final table? I don't know. But assuming that they accidentally put the E on there because they're so out of touch, and they actually meant competitive sport, an actual sport, wouldn't they want to clean it up, based on some sports that kind of didn't and kind of got burned by it? Oh, hell no. They are sweeping every single cheating thing under the rug. Like, they'll release a statement and that's it. If even that. I mean, it's the most cold, just get it out there because you have to news press release. It's just so dumb. It's like, oh, at this time and this day, this person did this. Here's how we got caught. Here's what we did. This is a shame. Actually, they usually don't even say this is a shame. It's like a police report. There is no emotion. There's no, oh, got him. Oh, we don't tolerate this. No, it reads like a book report. And I mean like a book report written by like a paralegal or something. Like, it's just, oh God, it just pisses me off that they're not like, we will not tolerate this, zero tolerance, this guy's gonna get a lifetime ban, we're on the hunt for more cheaters. No, they never, ever have that tone to it. Never. So considering, allegedly, Channel Fireball, their team, their wonderful, awesome team, was caught using illegal hand signals to pass information back and forth to each other. In other words, completely and utterly cheating, violating the rules of the game and giving themselves an unnatural advantage. And all Wizards did, because they run all the tournaments, is tell them to sit further away. Apparently, this is all secondhand. I haven't been able to prove anything because the evidence magically disappeared. Nobody's talking about it, and Wizards refuses to comment on it. In fact, it's the reason I'm banned from their Twitch chat, because I kept bringing it up. Well, I think we all know somebody needs to. No, I'm never going to stop mentioning that incident in my videos ever, and this is probably the 20th time I've done it. Sorry, not gonna happen. Nothing against Channel Fireball other than what they did. I quite like them as a company. Star City Games is literally Hitler by comparison, but come on, this should have been punished. I heard there might have been a fine afterwards that was unannounced. That's a rumor that somebody told me. I don't know. Like I said, swept under the rug. Good luck finding it. You got probably better odds of like finding out who your real parents are if you're adopted. Now, a lot of other companies and associations have gone with the same method with mixed results. Just kidding. Exactly all the same results in exactly the same way in every case. Professional cycling, they knew there was cheating. They covered it up. FIFA, massive corruption, massive paid off refs and cards that weren't supposed to be shown, and that whole shake-up, that whole disaster. They knew exactly what was going on. Competitive StarCraft 2, they knew that people were cheating. They knew that they were taking all kinds of Adderall and crap, which, by the way, is also Magic the Gathering. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem, but they just don't want to institute drug testing because then it would look like there's a problem with cheating. You can't solve the problem of cheating without making it look like there's cheating because there is cheating. The problem with that logic is everybody knows there's cheating. So rip the Band-Aid off and fix it. Nobody's going to say, oh, they caught 100 people cheating at the last GP and banned them for life. Oh, this is terrible. Magic is so disreputable. Hell no. All it does is spread the whole message that you're going to get caught. They are going to catch you and you're done playing Magic forever, and the consequences are severe. So, no, Wizards of the Coast, you will not get bad press for that, except for probably other cheaters complaining about it, like all secretly passive-aggressively, kinda. Like, they're pissed off that they can't cheat, so they'll spin it like, oh, it's so disreputable. Oh my God, they're never gonna stop all cheating. Well, what happens when you cover it up and don't even try? You get professional cycling, the Olympics, the entire Russian team. I mean, I could go on and on and on and on and on about sports. I mean, I think there was one in like golf. I mean, it's outrageous. I mean, baseball. You ever heard of this game called baseball? Couple people taking steroids in that one. And it turns out through a bunch of legal lawsuits, this, that, and the other thing, that a bunch of people who run baseball knew about it, and they just, they didn't want to catch people. They didn't want to out everybody, because isn't it just better if the customers, the end users, the viewers, if they don't know about it and they keep thinking it's legit? We can't be seen as, allowing cheating and being complacent with it. Well, until it blows up in your face and everybody finds out anyway. That is what always happens. That's what's happening right now. In fact, me and Travis and Jeremy and a bunch of other people are ensuring that it blows up in their face. We're actively trying to make it blow up in their face. You know why? Because we want it fixed. Travis, because he's sick of losing to cheaters, and me, because that's just how I am. On principle, this needs to be stopped, and I'm never going to step foot inside of a GP or Pro Tour. Travis, in about 5 seconds likely, came up with the logical solution, which is have everybody, carry around a pool sheet, signed, in ink, not pencil, etc. And at the end of every match, if any player wanted, they could compare the deck to the pool. There are very little downsides with that. The problem would be instantly solved overnight. There would be no more card adding. It would be the solution. It is practically flawless. But I think that he's wrong. What they actually need to do is hold a tournament, and then after round 1, pause the tournament, delay it by an hour, because God knows that could happen with just the tournament software at any given time. Nobody would even be surprised. I'd say people could use the break, but I mean, it's round 1. But you don't want people to go on cheating for 4 rounds, or that's really hard to undo retroactively in the system. You can still correct the results from round 1 before round 2 is paired up. Then they need to bring in like 100 or so people that are just volunteers, not judges, because everybody says there's not enough judges, they can't enforce it, there's not enough judges. Yeah, probably because they don't pay them, if you didn't hear about that lawsuit. I mean, Wizards, you make enough money, send them $1,000 for God's sake, this is ridiculous. Anyway, in this case, you don't need to be a damn judge to look at a piece of paper and compare it to the cards. Heck, you don't even need to play the damn game. Just bring in some, like, librarians or something. I don't give a crap. Hell, bring in some, like, administrative assistant temp workers from, like a temporary staffing agency. All they have to do is speed through everybody's deck and verify it against the pool. 100% of the people will be caught. So here's the difference. You either announce that you're making a change for, not, everybody's cheating and we're going to clean it up. Nope, that would be a bad PR move, they think. They say, to ensure the validity of the results and to continue to upgrade and verify the tournament and blah, 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 positive, we're implementing, deck checks that your opponent can do at any time. Guess what? Nobody's cheating at that tournament. Yes, you solved the problem, but not really, because the cheaters are still playing Magic. We need the cheaters to not be playing Magic. That's why my sting operation is way the hell smarter. You would probably, at a pro tour, probably catch several hundred people from the sounds of it. Sound like a lot? Guess what? The problem's probably worse. It could be 1,000. So all of a sudden you pause the entire tournament, take 30 minutes to an hour to have a whole army of people check every last deck, and there you go. And just lifetime ban these people. Don't even give them a temporary ban. It's like, yeah, it was tempting. It's one of those everybody does it situations. Who cares? You decide to cheat. You could do it again. We can't take that risk. Screw you, go play Hearthstone. Simple. Take this crap over to Pokemon TCG, where literally every player is a cheater at the competitive level, from what I've heard. In fact, not even the TCG, at the competitive, actual Pokemon game tournaments, they will cheat on camera, and the announcers will say they're so smart for doing it, and then they'll, in an interview later, say that they were knowingly violating the rules, and nobody gives a crap. If you think that's an exaggeration, I made a whole video about it. They were time stalling, which is illegal, that is completely against the rules, and they admitted they were time stalling, 0 consequences, and everybody does it. His opponent looked kind of pissed, and if I was her, I would have jumped across the table and beat him half to death. I don't respond very well to cheating. The last person who tried to do a no-cut stack, fake riff shuffle with a 7 stack on the left side against me at F&M, I threatened to stab their hand through the table so that they couldn't touch their deck, and then shuffle it for them and they could play one-handed. So, no, I have no sympathy, I have no understanding for anybody who would choose in this environment to cheat. If you don't like losing to cheaters, call over the judge, check their pool. Automatic win if you're that confident that you're correct that you're being cheated. The more opponents that show up cheating, the better, because it's an automatic win. I could lose the game, the whole round, and I just won the game because they just got a DQ. So what they need to do is, at the bare minimum, something to stop this, and preferably something to really stop it by stinging these people. Now, in case that's like an American term, which I could have sworn like British people came up with it, it's to like entrap somebody on purpose, and like set them up to get caught and then make sure that there's consequences, kind of. It's like when you trick somebody into setting up like a drug deal, and the person that they're buying or selling to is an FBI agent, and then there's like snipers on the rooftops. That's a sting. So that's why I'm calling this a sting operation, because they catch all the cheaters, not just prevent all the cheaters and let them go on their merry way, and good for them for cheating at the last, 5-10 years worth of tournaments. Hell no. These people should be banned from playing Magic ever again. So hopefully you agree with me. If you don't, I don't care, and don't leave a comment. You're wrong, and cheaters should always have consequences. That is a fact, not an opinion. There is never a proper excuse for cheating, ever. Cheating to out-cheat somebody else who's cheating, no, you're lying. You're just selfish and you wanted to win, okay? If you really cared, you would just try to catch the other person. If it was up to me, if I was responsible for the next GP, which, by the way, Channel Fireball, if you want to hire me, I'm a great event organizer. I would be like, round one, everybody hands in the air. People just freaking run in, SWAT shields, ARs everywhere. We're talking maybe anybody who touches their deck, flashbang, send it their way. Goodbye, you ain't touching your deck no more if you can't find it. Maybe some tear gas to get the people out of the way, makes them drop their deck immediately if they took their deck with them. Run that slide tackle, maybe ram them with the riot shield. I mean, this is kind of similar to how they actually do raids on software piracy in a corporate environment. A little bit less dramatic, but literally they storm the building with 20 people and say, everybody hands up, back away from your computer immediately. Why? Because that's how you sting people. That's more of a raid than a sting, actually. Yeah, seriously, they actually do that. It's the BSA, the Business Software Alliance. Look it up. They actually do these. Just look up BSA raid on anything. So that's how I would handle the next tournament. Hopefully they do something similar. I guarantee you they won't. But yeah, this whole cheating thing is only going to get worse. You guys keep whining, well, a small portion of you, very small portion actually, keep whining every time I say, out of the top 16, probably half or more are cheating. It's probably worse than that, actually. You think I'm exaggerating. You think I'm just taking a dump on pro players because I hate them and I hate Pro Magic. No, I'm saying they're cheating because they're cheating. So yeah, if Wizards ever wants to have their game taken seriously and want real sponsorships and big tournament money, big pots, big prizes, and all that stuff, besides the other million things they need to clean up, like the coverage, cheating. Okay, you cannot have cheating. You can't do it. You need World Series of Poker levels anti-cheat and security, which, I mean, hello, it's already in a casino, so anti-cheat is kind of their thing. But yeah, a couple people have been doing some manipulative things at the World Series of Poker, and they caught them instantly. I would dare to say that there are probably zero cheaters in the World Series of Poker tournaments. It is so nearly impossible the way that they set it up and the safeguards they put in place. And, oh, look, there's $20 million prizes, and it used to be the second most viewed sport after football in America. Yes, like Uncle Ben from Spider-Man said, with great respectability comes great sponsorships. You know what's funny is that actually kind of does apply to Spider-Man as a brand and a product. So seriously, people, clean it up. Now, what did Travis Wu want everybody to do? Force their hand. Make your own sting operation. At the next GP, if there is a sealed event and you're playing in it and you lose, if they had a good card or two, an exceptionally good card or two, or exceptional synergy in their deck, instantly, shouldn't even be a decision in your mind, call over to judge and have their deck checked. It only takes a couple minutes, and the only thing that can come out of it is you get a win instead of a loss, or you kind of look like a jerk, but people get it because Travis is trying to get everybody to do it. So you could just say, hey, I'm trying to clean up the tournaments. Nothing against you personally as a player. It's just two of those cards, really? I'm just checking, okay? It's cool. I just want to see. I'm not accusing you of anything. I just want to check it out. If you were lucky enough to pull those cards, good for you. And of course, if they start getting agitated, they absolutely are cheating and absolutely added cards to their pool. If they're reasonable and understanding about it, then, you're probably going to look like a jerk and waste the judge's time. Except not really, because it's never wasted time. So if you're attending a GP and you're a pro player, first of all, why the hell are you watching my channel? And secondly, do this. I'd say go over to Travis's channel to get more information about his plan, but don't. It's a complete cesspool of trolls, troll content, troll videos, troll everything. He's just a jerk. But he has a good idea about how to fix this. So hopefully it gets done. We need to catch, my goal would be 10 cheaters. I'm setting the bar low. If they don't catch 10 cheaters at, GP Vegas or whatever the hell's coming up next, I'm going to be disappointed. So guys, make it happen. Also, guys, don't go to competitive tournaments. That's been my narrative ever since I started the channel. It's not worth it. It's a waste of money. It's misran. The software is probably going to crash. Half your opponents are cheating. It's just a nightmare. I wouldn't waste your time or money. Oh, and don't get me started on the buy system, which is the most unfair pile of garbage I've ever heard of in my entire life. So hopefully this news just cheered you right up. I'll see you guys next video.